Previously on Crimson Hearts Collide.
Ladies and gentlemen, consider those flyers your VIP invitation to a special distribution opportunity.
Sonora's plan to bring the workers back goes off without a hitch.
I am in awe. I can't believe you turned around our situation in one day.
But just as Sonora's celebrating her success, she finds out her cousin Eloise has been scheming behind her back.
She's contesting the will.
Yep, and since I'm Chuck's only daughter and rightful heir, I think we know which way this is going.
This is Crimson Hearts Collide with Melinda Williams, Keith D. Robinson, Tarina Pouncey, and Amanda Seals.
What's up? Hey, Sonora girl.
Hey, Kels. How'd things go with Charlie?
Well, mission get Charlie to talk was a success.
Do tell.
So, I intercepted him right as he got in line for his latte.
And? Did he spill?
Oh, he spilled.
Tell me, does Charlie think I'm gonna get fired?
It sounds like your coworkers hope so, and are even eyeballing your office for themselves. Vultures.
What about Laura?
Girl, I tried, but he said Laura isn't talking. He actually said, and I quote, "Laura's silence on Sonora is deafening."
Wow. That woman was my mentor. I gave her everything.
That's what I said. Loudly. So, what are you gonna do?
I mean, I have enough savings so that things aren't a catastrophe, but I need to keep up my mortgage payments.
We can't lose our penthouse.
I know, but I can't make those payments for much longer if I don't have a job.
Again, I say, not our penthouse. Sell that farm. Do whatever it takes.
Selling the farm won't help me if it's a money pit. Right now, I just need to get it back in the black. So we need to get creative. You know what we do to raise money in New York?
What?
Throw a gala, get dressed up, encourage other folks to spend money.
That's a great idea.
And a great distraction.
Wait a minute now. As your friend, I've got to ask, is your enthusiasm for this about running away from your problems?
Okay, fine, yes.
Knew it.
Now stop gloating and help me make this the best gala this little town has ever seen. Thanks so much for another lovely breakfast, Minnie.
I'm glad you're enjoying it. I couldn't tell from all the frosty silence.
Oh, I was just waiting on Eloise to pass the eggs I asked for 5 minutes ago.
Fine. Do you want salt, or are you already salty enough?
Eloise, can we please just stop the nonsense? I actually care about the livelihood of this farm. And if we plan on keeping it, we need to pay that loan back. So, I've decided we're hosting a fundraising gala.
A gala? Mm-hmm. Here at our farm?
That's right. I'll invite the wealthy distributors I met at the state fair since we know their pockets are deep. We can serve fancy appetizers and, of course, Minnie's famous cupcakes. Find some entertainment. We could
raise money.
Bingo! You got it. Every dollar we raise is another dent in that loan.
You're getting awfully attached to a farm that won't be yours for long.
Eloise, come on. Do we really need to snip at each other like this? We may not have a lot in common, but we do apparently share DNA.
Sonora, if you cared about DNA, you'd hand over the farm instead of trying so hard to keep it all for yourself.
That's not what I'm...
And Minnie, why do you keep siding with her? I spent the first 10 years of my life here and couldn't even get a phone call on my birthday, but Sonora gets all your loyalty?
Oh, Eloise, your mother's fight with Chuck left us all in a difficult spot.
My mom always said, with Chuck, when you're out, you're out. But I never did anything wrong.
Eloise, I know you're upset. But don't take your frustration out on Minnie. I have my own reasons for wanting to keep this farm. I can't watch the only family heirloom I've ever had go up in flames.
But my dad's farm should belong to me. I don't know why he would treat his own daughter like this.
If we don't pay off our loan, there won't be a farm. Period.
Miss Sonora, Minnie said you were looking for me, but it looks like I shouldn't interrupt.
No. Come on in. I need your input on something for the Gala fundraiser.
I heard about that. A gala, huh? Sounds fancy. And also a lot of work.
Don't worry. I've got it all under control. Is there a place around here that has great finger foods?
There are places that do food that fill your whole hand, but I'm not sure about the finger.
We'll have to work on that. And what about music? Do you know any local bands? Is there an orchestra in this town? Maybe somebody who plays the violin?
Oh, actually, I've got a buddy who plays the fiddle.
The fiddle?
Same instrument, different name. He's in a bluegrass band.
Yeah, Zeke, with all due respect, I'm planning a gala, not a hoedown.
What's wrong with bluegrass? A lot of people in this town like it. It's music you can shake a leg to.
It's not about shaking legs, it's about shaking cash out of wallets. Bluegrass doesn't really say give us money.
So what is it saying?
We need money.
And we do.
Hello? Anybody home?
Kelsey, what are you doing here? How did you even get here?
Whoo, child. That's a story that involves planes, trains, and automobiles. Keyword, mobile. As in Alabama. I hitched from there, got a ride from a guy named Steve. He talked a lot about his pet ferrets, which was weird, but he got me here in record time.
But you came all the way to Alabama? For me? I love you, girl.
I told you, I always have your back. Can you believe how many cows there are around here? And I haven't seen a single building taller than a telephone pole.
Welcome to the country.
Hello there. You must be Zeke.
Nice to meet you, Kelsey. How could you tell who I was?
Educated guess. There can't be that many hot cowboys wandering around this farm.
You describe me as a hot cowboy?
No. She's editorializing. Don't mind her.
Sonora, I literally cannot believe you're surviving here. The humidity alone. My edges!
I'm just as shocked as you are. But I'm even more shocked that you're here. You're actually here!
Girl, I miss these crushing hugs. Now listen, you know I wasn't going to hear you suggest a party and not show up and help you plan it. Now, while I take care of logistics, you can work on making this farm look classy. You know, like something you want to throw money at.
Oh, that I can handle.
Kyle's chairs? Yes, this is Kelsey. We spoke earlier. I'm calling back about that quote I requested. I know 500 is not the best you can do because I planned my niece's quinceañera on a tighter budget than this. You must be Eloise.
You must be a friend of Sonora's. Chelsea, was it?
Kelsey.
Nice to meet you, Chelsea. Do you sit on counters wherever you go? I guess somebody didn't get any home training.
Eloise?
Goodbye, Sonora.
Kels, I know she's a handful, but don't let her get to you. She's more bark than bite.
Like an annoying little chihuahua. Now, how is she trying to steal your farm when she doesn't care about it at all?
You're right. She definitely wants to have the farm, but I feel like she has another agenda. I just haven't figured it out yet.
You think Uncle Chuck buried a treasure somewhere? Maybe there's a gold mine on the property.
Think, Kelsey, if there were a gold mine around here, would we be in this position?
Fair. Then what is that girl's damage?
I don't have time to think about it right now. We've got a gala to worry about. Come out here and listen to what I've got for the auction.
Auction? When did you get that idea?
After I called you and you vetoed bingo.
That's exactly why I'm here. Now see, I told you to leave ideas to me. But an auction is a pretty good one.
Thank you. I think. Let's go. Hey, Minnie.
Hey.
Oh, Kelsey, you only met Minnie for a minute, but I want to show you what I've been telling you about. Check out her fantastic eye for design right here on this board.
Oh, Sonora, you making me blush. Miss Kelsey, you're a doll to travel all the way here to help out your friend. Sonora's told me lots of wonderful things about you.
It's because there's lots of wonderful stuff to say. So what's all this?
These are my vision boards for how to set up the old barn we're using to host the gala.
I love this. These long, sheer curtains paired with the fairy lights. All of this sleek glassware, very country chic. You've got a great eye, Minnie.
Oh, stop. I just do my part wherever I can. Let me get back at it.
Taking a water break?
It's a hot one out there. I picked up the paint you asked for, but I don't know why you need so much of it.
He's seen this place, right? Ow, don't hit me. Check his eyes.
Be nice. Before you take your break, Zeke, can I ask you something?
Of course. What is it?
Will you be my date for the gala? Or, for the gala auction. Off a date for the gala. Not with me. Someone else. Maybe a dinner?
Dinner? With me?
I bet a lot of women would love a date with a cowboy.
I know one woman who would. Ow! Stop swatting me, Sonora.
Anyway, Zeke, what do you think?
I think I don't have time for dinner with a stranger.
What about a lunch?
What about one dance?
Sold. I'll take it. Someone will take it. I'll be too busy organizing and everything. But good luck to you and whoever you dance with.
All right, then.
Smooth. Ow! Stop hitting me!
Yeah, right there. That's great, George. I just want to make sure we don't miss any spots.
You got it, Miss Sonora.
That paint job makes a world of difference. Hey, what do you think about black for the shutters? We have enough of that to do a matching trim on the barn, I think.
Sounds good to me. I'll go tell the guys.
Hey, what's going on here? This is what all the paint was for?
I used some of our fair funds to spruce things up a little bit.
Well, what exactly needs sprucing?
Lots of buildings could use fresh coats of paint. Repainting the shutters will give the farmhouse a cleaner, more modern feel.
Cleaner? How do you mean, cleaner?
Tidy. I've got people tidying up the walkways and adding pavers and a few people updating the fencing. We don't want it to look like a horror movie when people drive up.
You think the farm looks like a horror movie?
It's not scary when you come during the day, but coming up the drive at night can be a little spooky. Minnie did a great job on the inside, but curb appeal counts for a lot. Anyway, we're just getting it cleaned up.
There you go with that word again. Seems outward appearances are really important to you.
Are you trying to pick a fight with me?
If the farm is too dumpy and run down for you, then what do you care if it runs out of money? I bet you'd be happy just to leave it in the dust.
Okay, where is this coming from?
I guess you can take the girl out of the city, but you can't take the city lifestyle out of the girl.
That is not fair.
You know what? I'm good here. Time to get back to my ugly farm work.
Zeke, come on.
Ugh. That was a big sigh. Party planning got you pooped.
Oh, Zeke.
What did that boy do now?
He totally overreacted when I said we needed to take more care with the farm's appearance.
Breathe, Sonora. I'm not siding with Zeke. I know change isn't always a bad thing. I made a lot of the farm's most recent updates myself, remember?
I remember.
But I also know that Zeke has his own hidden pains. You and I know that what's on the inside counts way more than what's on the outside. But Zeke has had people in his life who don't think the same way.
Really? What happened?
I don't think it's my place to say more. But show Zeke a little grace.
Yeah, well, he's not exactly behaving like the most graceful person.
Fair. Listen, I know you don't love it when I bring up Chuck.
But Chuck knew how to handle all of Zeke's bad moods?
Oh, absolutely not. But he did have a way of knowing when to give Zeke space to cool down. When you spend every day together, putting in long hours to make sure the farm keeps running, you get to know a person. You start to understand them.
Yeah, well, how many more hours of farm work do I need to bank before Zeke starts understanding me?
Just be patient. Zeke tends to realize on his own that he needs to apologize.
What are the chances he apologizes before the gala tomorrow night?
I'd say they're pretty good. He doesn't like letting things fester.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to it. In the meantime, I'm gonna go get some ice cream. Getting yelled at puts me in a bad mood.
Thank you, everyone, for coming out to support the
Hello.
Thompson Farm.
It's so nice to meet you, Miss Williams.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having us.
Means a lot to have your support. Appreciate it.
Of course, always happy to support a neighbor.
Bidding will close at 10 p.m. Items may be added or withdrawn before that time.
The silent auction is just over here.
Oh, thanks, Minnie. Lovely to see you as always.
This is a mighty fine job what you done with the place.
Have a great night, everyone.
I can't believe it. We really did it, Kels.
And when you say we, I know you mostly mean me.
Yes, Kelsey. You're the real MVP. But Minnie also did such an amazing job with the design.
True. I hear Architectural Digest calling.
And you managed to find a band that plays classical music.
Well, technically they're a bluegrass band working with classical sheet music. Whoop! Another donation. That milk jar showing how much money you're raising? Nice touch, girl.
And once we tally up the donations, we should see that milk money jar start overflowing.
Who won the dance with Zeke? I know it wasn't you, since you didn't even bid on it.
Well, I'm not thirsty, okay? Besides, I don't chase, I attract.
Okay, then relax, because that dress you stole out of my suitcase is going to do plenty of attracting. Uh-oh, there goes Zeke.
He's dancing with Sybil's daughter.
Sybil, the orchard lady?
The successful orchard lady. No wonder she had $1,000 to bid on one dance with one cowboy.
1,000? Wow. Cannot underestimate the power of a fine man on a horse.
Did he just look over here?
What'd I tell you? A dress from my closet will always have you winning.
Hello, ladies. You're both looking beautiful tonight.
We know.
Kelsey.
Oh, what's that? Someone needs to go raise the milk money meter? I'm on it.
Would you like to dance?
Okay.
Listen, Sonora, I'm sorry for how I spoke to you.
And that you haven't said a word to me since?
I'm sorry for that, too. I got in my head about some personal stuff, and I took that out on you. I have a history of not being good enough for people who want to keep up appearances.
People as in women?
Doesn't matter anymore.
Well, if you're still getting mad about it, seems like it might still matter.
Maybe you're right.
Look, Zeke, I wasn't saying that the farm or you wasn't good enough. I know how it feels to face that kind of judgment. When I was in foster care, I was always wearing hand-me-down clothes. People judged me all the time because I looked just as poor as I was.
I'm sorry, Sonora. That couldn't have been easy.
What I'm saying is, I never meant to make you feel that way about the farm. I just wanted it to look its best, that's all.
I know. I just love this place.
Really? I hadn't noticed.
I can tell you're starting to love the farm, too.
The place has kind of grown on me.
Oh, man, Sonora, there's nothing like it. Sure, the work can be hard and the days can be long, but getting to see the fruit of labor you've done with your own hands, eating food you've grown, caring for animals you helped birth.
Sounds rewarding.
It is, and it's beautiful. Not a lot of black people are able to benefit from land ownership, but we have, with the bonus of sharing those benefits with the community. Plus, nothing beats these wide open spaces.
I have never seen so many stars before I came to Alabama.
Yeah. The horizon is so vast that all the possibilities seem limitless. I wanted to see more life grow here. I want to raise a family here, teach my future son how to ride a horse.
Hopefully you'll be better at teaching your son than you were at teaching me.
Hey, my son will be a natural. I'd name him Bo.
The horse or your son? See, I got jokes. You make country life seem really beautiful.
Because it is. You've gotten so used to that city air. But don't you feel like you can take a deep breath for the first time?
The air is really fresh here.
You could keep the farm running smoothly. You've clearly got a better head for business than Chuck did. And hey, people in this town need lawyers too.
But Alabama's pretty slow-paced. I'm used to a bustling social life.
A workaholic like you? I bet you only hung out with Kelsey.
Hey, that's only partially true. But if I don't have Kelsey in Alabama, that would mean you'd have to hang out with me.
Have to. I'd want to.
You would?
Sure. You're good company.
Can I cut in?
Of course, Eloise. I mean, you don't take no for an answer.
Ain't it nice that we're getting to understand each other?
Sure, Eloise. Let's dance.
All right, girls, spill. That dance looked romantic.
It wasn't romantic, it was nice. A dance between friends. He apologized for his behavior earlier this week.
Good, as he should.
And we talked about the future.
Whoa, hold up now. Future? Not this again. You're a New York City girl.
I know, but...
But?
All I'll say is this. He painted a pretty tempting picture. Okay, time to announce the fundraising results. You want to take this, Kelsey?
Me? Girl, isn't this your farm?
Yes, but this gala would have flopped without you. You should take your flowers.
Well, if you insist. Good evening, everyone. Thank you all so much for coming out to tonight's gala to benefit the Thompson Farm. Together, thanks to your generous donations and your participation in our fabulous auction, we have raised almost $15,000.
Woo, yes, all right. Not bad for a night's work.
And now I'd like to welcome up the woman who made all of this possible. Please give a warm welcome to...
Me, Eloise Thompson. You can go ahead and applaud now. Thank you. Thank you.
God.
I grew up right here on this farm that my father, Chuck Thompson, always intended to pass on to me. I know it's been a while since I've actually lived here, but it feels like just yesterday I was right in there feeding the chickens, milking the cows, and cleaning the stalls. As rightful heir to this beloved farm, I am so happy to see what a success this gala has become. Thanks to all of your
Farm came out on top. That's all that matters.
I take it you're the brains behind this operation?
And you are?
The name's Scott Brantley.
Sonora Williams. Oh, this card says you're an investor?
Indeed I am. In real estate, mostly. I wanted to talk to you because I see your farm as an investment opportunity.
Did I hear that someone wants to invest in my inheritance?
How do you always know the worst possible time to interrupt?
It might be a bad time for you, but a chance to make some money is always a good time for me. So, Mr. Investor, you were saying something about my farm?
I've been a fan of the farm's products for years. And since Chuck Thompson passed, I've been keeping an eye on the farm's affairs. It's a good piece of land, and you've certainly done a great deal with the place in the past several weeks.
We sure did.
We?
I'd love to make a purchase offer to, well, whichever one of you has the power to accept it.
Me.
Technically, we're still working on it.
But it'll definitely be me.
Hey, ladies. What's going on over here?
Yeah, Sonora, you should be taking a victory lap right about now.
Sorry, I was finishing a conversation with Mr. Brantley.
Scott, please. Nice to meet you both.
Nice to meet you. What's going on?
Yeah, what's all this about?
Before you both interrupted, Scott was about to make me a generous offer on the farm.
As in to sell?
Sonora, is this true? What about our deal?
Zeke, Minnie, no need to look shocked. I wouldn't do anything without talking to you both first. We actually haven't even heard an offer yet.
So let the man speak. Well, Scott?
4.5 million.
Oh. Gracious.
Oh.
I know. It's the kind of offer that's very hard to refuse.
Oh my.
Crimson Hearts Collide, a Hallmark Mahogany production and AYR Media production, starring Melinda Williams as Sonora, Keith D. Robinson as Zeke, Tarina Pouncey as Minnie, and Amanda Seals as Kelsey. Performances for this episode by Kimberly Dooley as Eloise, narrated by Diane Jackson. Additional voices by Kyle Chappell, Alex Salem, Ashford J. Thomas, Nasaka Malimba, Charlie Magdaleno. Executive producers for AYR Media, Aliza Rosen and Paulina Williams. Executive producer, Tracy Taylor. Co-executive producer, Rajan Shendil. Producer, Casey Wayland. Directed by Aurora Furlan. Written by Octavia Bray. Associate producer and supervising editor, Victoria Chang. Senior Associate Producer, Jill Peshesnik. Composer, Nathan Bankston. Editing and sound design by Charlie Magdaleno. Assistant editing by Tim Mulhern. Mixed and mastered by Victoria Chang. Recording engineering by Bang Zoom Studios. Script supervisor, Joey Jordan. Production coordinator, Kai Williams. Production assistant, Milena Kraljewski. Executive producers for Hallmark Media, Tony Judkins and Erica McCrary.